something else too. His closing remarks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, I like this whole thing. Page, it's the end of page 273 to page 274. Very bottom, 273. One more thing, gentlemen, before I quit. Thomas Jefferson once said that all men are created equal. A phrase that the Yankees and the distaff side of the executive branch in Washington are fond of hurling at us. There's a tendency in this year of grace, 1935, for certain people to use this phrase out of context to satisfy all conditions. The most ridiculous example I can think of is that people who run public education promote the stupid and idle along with the industrious. Because all men are created equal, educators will gravely tell you that children left behind suffer terrible feelings of inferiority. We know all men are not created equal in the sense that some people would have us believe. Some people are smarter than others. Some people have more opportunity because they're born with it. Some men make more money than others. Some ladies make better cakes than others. Some people are born gifted beyond the normal scope of most men. But there's one way in this country in which all men are created equal. There's one human institution that makes a pauper the equal of a Rockefeller, the stupid man the equal of an Einstein, and the ignorant man the equal of any college president. That institution, gentlemen, is a court. So thinking about that, one, well, just your general thoughts on it, and two, what do you think it said? Just your general thoughts on it.
Well, when he says that, when he goes to say, I felt a couple ways when I saw the public education. I was like, I kind of zoned in on it, and I thought, I was thinking about the Yules, like they don't go, they just throw them in there. I hate this. I don't want to call them stupid. I don't like that word, but they just kind of put them all in there. I don't feel like when he said we know all men are not created equal, and some people would have us believe some people are smarter. I don't. How am I trying to say this? I don't think intelligence makes you not. I don't know. I don't think the intelligence is the thing that makes you not equal.
Okay.
I think the fact that we're humans makes us equal. But people pick and choose what things they want to value about people. So yeah, we can all, in the end, we can all be in one line, but I'm only gonna pick you out if your IQ is a certain way, or you have more opportunity to go to college, so I'm only gonna pick you out. So I think if we're chosen for certain things, that changes our our level, changes our playing field, but because I make great cakes, but and I don't even think people are created equal in the courtroom.
Okay.
Definitely not. I mean, the court system is.
What do you think this says about Atticus and about his views towards race and equality? Do you think he's saying this just for the jury, or do you think it's something he believes?
I felt like when I read it, I felt like he believed it.
Okay.
I felt like he's trying to put out there, that we say people are created equal, but we don't act like it. And just like he said, we pick and choose, or we pick and choose. What else did he say? Our courts have their faults as any human institution, but in this country, our courts are the great levelers. I disagree with that. Because then if you come to court and you're not in that realm where you were chosen to have more opportunity or chosen to be smarter. If you don't have money, you get a public defender. If you have money, you're going to get what your money can afford you. So I disagree with it's the great leveler. That's crazy.
Do you think that him saying this thing, his firm belief that court, if there's no other place on earth, court is where every man should be treated equally. Do you think that? What was I gonna say?
I think he's saying that for the fans.
Okay.
I think he's trying to say that to get them to understand. You know, if this guy's not gonna get a fair shake anywhere else, I know you guys are gonna do the right thing, and I know that. I think he's trying to give them an expectation. You know what I mean? He's trying to set the expectation. This is court, and it levels everything. But whether or not he believes it, I don't know. But I think he's saying it as a last. You know, he might not get a fair shake anywhere else, but this is in court, and that's what that's what we're supposed to do. That's our duty.
Does reading this change your idea about his intentions in taking the case? Because some people can read this. I read this and say, and think, okay, he loves court so much. He loves this institution so much that he doesn't want it tainted by someone getting defended by somebody who's not going to do anything about it. He doesn't want that appearance of inequality in it. So, despite what he may believe, he has to protect this court. He has to protect this institution and keep it equal, or try his best to keep it equal. It's not about Tom Robinson. It's not about any of that stuff. It's not about racial equality. It's about the courts. The court is a place. It's such a sacred place that we have to make it an equal place.
Well, I think I don't think he's the one that can make it equal, though.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think he's saying to them, even when he says we, yeah, he's doing his job, but it's your responsibility as jury members to make sure that you level. You're a part of this institution now. You know what I mean? You have to make sure you level it. I don't feel like he did not believe what he was saying. I feel like he loves what he does, and he feels like, he's fighting, and this court is a great place. In that time, court was so unfair. Court is unfair now. You know what I mean? So, he I don't know, could he really believe that court is this great leveler, really? And this time, and you have a black man on trial for allegedly raping a white woman who she's clearly lying. Or so we, you know what I mean, from what the character said. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I answered the question.
Do you think this is my last question.
No, you're fine.
Do you think there's a specific point or idea that Harper Lee tries to get across with Atticus as a character? She's trying to tell us something, and she's using Atticus to tell us that, or she's trying to show us something and using Atticus to tell us that.
I don't feel like he was that deep of a character
Interesting. That's interesting.
to get.
I've never heard that before.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like he was a. Maybe I'm not reading, into it, but I just feel like. I feel like I learned more from Boo Radley and Raymond and Scout and heck even Dill than I did from Atticus. Maybe because I try to respect people and be a moral compass and focus. I feel like in his time he did what he was asked to do, and he's teaching his kids to be respectful and to I don't know what do you think?
I think it's interesting that you say he's static. I think that's very interesting, and I like that. I've never heard that before, but I don't know. I think it's very interesting because when you look at the movie, he is the movie.
Right.
Like he is the movie. So it's like, okay, because I agree with you. Scout is a much more dynamic character. Boo Radley, there's a lot you can talk about with him too. And even Mr. Raymond, even Jim, you think more about Jim, but yeah, it does seem like, now that you're saying it, it does seem like Atticus is just